Hello, this is Brian Houle. I am a solutions consultant with Beyond 20, and today I want to talk about using stored imports in Cherwell Service Management. Today I'm in the admin tool, version 5.1, but this tutorial should apply to the 4 series as well. So stored imports are imports of CSV files that you can run over and over again without having to set the details each time through a wizard. So there are 2 places we can do this. We can do it through the Stored Import Definition Manager, or we can do it during a one-off data import. A one-off data import just assumes that we have a file, we want to pull it in once and that's it. But there is an option to save it as a stored import at the end. So let's look at that. So I'm clicking Run a One-Off Data Import. I'm going to click Next into my wizard. I'm going to select my data file, which is a CSV of incident subcategory. I find the incident subcategory table. Click Next. I'm going to accept all these field mappings since this table came from Cherwell itself. But here you can decide not to import columns or map them to different table columns. Click Next. We can add additional values here. I'm not going to go into too much detail of the wizard as we have another video on our channel that goes into this into more detail. So I'm going to click Next. I'm going to ignore that screen as well. And I always check delete existing data before we import because we don't want to duplicate. And in 5 series, we have this do not delete data if import file is empty. That's always a good safeguard to have on. Click Next, and that's it. So here we are at our summary screen. We can test our import, see that it's good. But we also have this checkbox here. If I tick that, I can save this as a stored import with this name. So I save it as incident subcategory. I click Import, and my import is complete. Now, if I go to my Stored Import Manager, there it is. So this is very handy for turning one-off data imports and saving them for later if you think you might need them. I tend to do that since I'm never sure, especially when I'm testing, when I might need to re-import the data, and it saves a little bit of time rather than doing the one-off data import every time. Now you can also run that wizard from here, and it will create a stored import there as well. So what do we do with stored imports? Well, once we have it, we can of course run them. So I can go back to my Stored Import Definition Manager, right click and run, and it imports. But it's also useful in our scheduler. So if I go to my scheduler, click Edit Schedule, and add one of the action types here, let me just give it a name. If I go here, is import from file. But I can click Setup, and here it's allowing me to select my stored import. So if I select that and click Run, and I have my stored import definition, my primary business object, and the file that it's pulling from. And this is all coming from that stored import definition. And I have a little warning here that the existing data will be deleted before the import is done. Now, if I did not check that box before to delete the table data, you could also do an import and kind of append data to the table. But this is going to be a straight up replace. So now I can run this on a schedule. I can recur it, and we can run it daily at, I don't know, we can run it every weekday at 8 a.m. And that's useful if you've got data from a legacy system, perhaps, that can only output in CSV. You can have it go, you can have that legacy system export its data to the same location, to the same file name, and create a Cherwell stored import to import it on a regular basis. So thanks for watching, and that's how we use stored imports in Cherwell Service Management. And also subscribe to our channel for more Cherwell videos. Thank you.